Congratulations to the Man United fans. An early Halloween gift has arrived. After a series of dark days, when it seemed the team had fallen under a curse, Manchester United has finally decided to part ways with head coach Erik ten Hag. This story is nothing short of a horror movie, as fans have continuously had to endure poor performances, waiting for an unexpected ending to escape the gloom. Erik ten Hag was appointed in April 2022 and was welcomed like a potential hero who would help the club reclaim its lost glory after years of struggling with a parade of coaches. Fans have gone through feelings of disappointment with names like David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Prolonged failures have deeply wounded the spirits of Red Devil supporters, leaving them exhausted and skeptical about the team's returns to the top. With an impressive track record at Ajax, where he built a young and vibrant team, Ten Hag was expected to bring a fresh breeze to Manchester United. He focused on discipline, teamwork, and a strong attacking style, all elements that had been lost since the era of Sir Alex Ferguson. Fans hoped Ten Hag would reconstruct the team, rejuvenate the squad, and revive the spirit of Manchester United. In his first season, Ten Hag quickly made a significant impact by helping United end their trophy drought with a victory in the Carabao Cup 2023. He also led the team to finish third in the Premier League, further fueling fans' hopes for a bright future. However, this fairy tale did not last long. The rosy phase soon gave way to a series of defeats as the team's form began to decline. This season, Manchester United faced numerous challenges from the very beginning. Despite high expectations, the team has only won 3 out of 9 matches in the Premier League and has fallen to 14th place. Consecutive losses, especially the painful one, 2 defeat against West Ham, proved to be the last straw. One of Ten Hag's significant weaknesses has been his inability to adjust tactics when the team encounters difficulties. United's style of play appeared unstable and easily exploited by opponents. The defense made numerous individual errors, leading to unnecessary goals, while the attack managed to score only 8 goals, an abysmal record that puts them ahead of only 2 teams, Crystal Palace and Southampton. Could Manchester United find themselves in a relegation battle? This scenario would not only undermine the club's competitive edge, but also create a sense of helplessness for both players and fans. Supporters had pinned high hopes on the club's investment of over £200 million in the summer to strengthen the squad, bringing in newcomers like Mason Mount, Rasmus Højlund, and Andre Onana. Yet these signings failed to meet expectations, putting even more pressure on Ten Hag. Additionally, the team has been plagued by a prolonged injury crisis affecting key players, significantly weakening the squad. Ongoing injuries have prevented Ten Hag from establishing a stable lineup and creating the positive environment needed to turn things around. In his role as head coach, he seemed unable to find solutions to restore faith among players and fans alike. The Manchester United supporters had high hopes for Ten Hag, but instead witnessed a team losing its direction. Social media platforms became flooded with criticism and disappointment from fans, increasing the pressure on Ten Hag. This culminated in the decision to part ways, leaving many to wonder if this was truly the turning point Manchester United needed to find their winning path once again. In the current context, the club must seek a new direction, a manager who can revive the trust of the fans while rebuilding a strong enough squad to compete at the highest levels. Time will tell whether this decision will indeed be the necessary turning point to restore Manchester United to its deserving position. Amid heavy pressure from the media and fans, and with results failing to improve, the patience of Manchester United's management has finally reached its limit. Numbers don't lie, and they help us understand the dire situation of the club. As of Ten Hag's dismissal, Manchester United had achieved only 4 victories in a total of 14 matches across all competitions, finishing the 2023 to 2024 season in 8th place in the Premier League, its worst performance since 1990 and the lowest in the Premier League era. As a result, the team missed out on Champions League qualification and only secured a spot in the Europa League. With an investment exceeding £600 million since the Dutch coach joined, the club needed good results to maintain revenue from commercial activities and participation in European competitions. The top priority for Manchester United was a position in the Premier League's top four, not only to uphold brand image but also to secure income from the UEFA Champions League. The decline under Ten Hag put the Red Devils in a precarious situation, sitting in 14th place with 11 points after 6 matches, far from their initial goals and facing a significant risk of lost revenue. To address this issue, the management decided that change was necessary before things spiraled out of control. Manchester United also had to comply with Premier League regulations on profit and sustainability, ensuring that losses did not exceed the allowable limits. Initially, Ten Hag's dismissal was projected to cost the club £13.5 million, but the potential losses from the termination of his staff could exceed £25 million, creating significant pressure on financial balance. Gary Neville, the famous former defender of Manchester United, did not hesitate to express his disappointment regarding the team's lack of identity and style under Ten Hag. In a statement on Sky Sports, he remarked, "The absence of style and identity is one of the biggest issues we've seen over the past 2.5 years. The team could achieve better results with the current squad if there were a clear playing style." Reflecting on the recent match against Tottenham, Neville sensed it was a terrible day for both Manchester United and Ten Hag. He believed that no one was truly shocked by this decision. His colleague Jamie Carragher shared a similar view, suggesting that Ten Hag should have been dismissed last summer and that everything was merely a delay. With 9 matches in the Premier League and a loss of £200 million, despite Ten Hag winning 2 trophies in 2 years, the team's playing style was too easily defeated and lacked the potential to compete in the Premier League or Champions League. Therefore, the decision to part ways with Ten Hag was part of a long-term plan to find a coach capable of stabilizing and rebuilding the squad. Currently, several potential candidates have been contacted, including Ruben Amorim from Sporting Lisbon, Roberto De Zerbi, Graham Potter, and Carlo Ancelotti. Each name carries its own philosophy and style. Choosing a successor is not just about achieving immediate results, but is also part of a comprehensive restructuring process for the club. Manchester United stands at a crucial turning point, and the right choice of coach will determine the future of the club. Bruno Fernandes, the captain of Manchester United, shared his personal reflections following Erik Ten Hag's departure. He posted on his Instagram, "Thank you to all the coaches. I truly appreciate the trust and the moments we've shared together. Although the final period wasn't smooth, I will always cherish the positive contributions he made for the club." In the interim, Manchester United has appointed the legendary former forward Ruud van Nistelrooy as the temporary coach. Renowned as an iconic figure from the early 2000s, he brings a renewed sense of hope and fighting spirit to the team during this challenging time. However, Rio Ferdinand has urged fans to temper their expectations, highlighting that the difficulties the team currently faces may persist under Van Nistelrooy's leadership. Ten Hag inherited a significant portion of the current squad, and now Van Nistelrooy must navigate the complexities of working with those same players. The pressing question is how the club will address the shortcomings within this group, many of whom have struggled to meet expectations across various managerial tenures. Some players have been at the club through 1, 2, or even 3 coaching changes. Yet the same disappointing results continue to surface. It is clear that there needs to be a shift to turn the situation around effectively. For now, Van Nistelrooy's task extends beyond simply stabilizing the dressing room. He must also uplift the players' spirits, foster team cohesion, and create a unified style of play that resonates with the club's values. His appointment indicates that the club is committed to reigniting the fighting spirit of the team, while actively seeking a permanent manager. This strategic move is essential at this juncture, but the true measure of success will ultimately depend on the comprehensive plans developed by the club's leadership in the coming weeks and months. Only time will tell if these changes will lead to a revitalized Manchester United capable of reclaiming its former glory.